the Manchester derby, the big game of the weekend. For those of you guys who haven't seen the highlights, here are the highlights. You can watch 2 minutes of the highlights, and then we can do some commentary. Man, they were dominated.
Yeah,
That was seriously embarrassing. And funny thing is, it could have been easily um like I don't think they were out tacticked, if that makes sense. There's just no chemistry between this team. Like there's no chemistry at all. I think they're gonna need time. It's like with Chelsea. There's a lot of quality players in Chelsea, but it just doesn't seem to work, right? And I think it's the same here um with United. They have a lot of quality. Look at that defense. You have the youngster Lenny. Was it Lenny Euro or Euro? I don't know. You got that player, and then you got who Delight or Delicht. I don't know how they pronounce his name. That is a solid defense. I don't know who else they bought, but their defense is not lacking at all. Their mid is not bad, so I don't know what the problem is with United really, apart from just lack of chemistry. Yeah, I try my best not to blame Amorim because I think it's just too early. There's a lot of problems with United, by the way, and it's not putting it all on the managers. In my opinion, just too unfair because the problems at United are way bigger than Amorim, and they're gonna take some time to fix. Mm, Ten Hag wasted their time. The guy was a fraud, in my opinion. And Leverkusen realized that very quickly. They realized that very, very quickly. They didn't waste any time with him. He played around for like how many months? What, 2, 3 months? I don't even know if he reached 3 months, but they just told him to go. And that's how he should have been with United, not give him a chance. But maybe in their heads they thought he would be something like Mikel Arteta. Give him enough time and it's just gonna pay off. Believe in the project and all that bullshit. But Ten Hag was just a straight up scam, bro. he was a he was a big, big fraud, man. Anyway, um, I don't see any bright future for United. If Amorim somehow figures out how to harmonize the chemistry of this team, of the squad, it's gonna be a miracle, honestly. If you know anything about football, it's not far fetched. It's not that far fetched. So miracles do happen in football. So we might see that. So I'm not gonna sideline him at all. I think it's possible, but is he gonna do it? That's an entirely different question. Yeah. So I think that's enough with the highlights. Let's hear some of the commentary from the experts about the game. Please.
There are still a lot of players there that are confused about what they need to do in this system. And I'm getting to a point.
100%. That's what I was saying. There's confusion here. There's lack of chemistry. These players, they do have quality. Let's be honest. Even as a rival fan, I admit, this United squad has a lot of quality players. Even some of them are world class, but there's just simply lack of cohesion. There's no cohesion. There's no chemistry. Everyone is confused about their role, and I don't know who to blame about that. Really, is it the fault of the manager? Is it the fault of the players? Maybe they didn't listen to their manager. I don't know. Was City's tactics just too good, and maybe they mixed up their plans? I don't know. That's why it's great to hear from experts. They are saying that the goalkeeper shouldn't have made that move, right? Because Haaland was waiting for him to do something, and then he would know what he would do accordingly, right? So the way to prevent the striker from doing anything in that case is to not do anything, right? And the striker would just be confused, right? That's an interesting concept. I didn't know about. Controversial opinion, but I think Haaland scoring 1v1 against you is, I don't know what to say about that. The guy is really predictable, so you just know, like, the way he set himself there, you know where he's gonna shoot, right? He's gonna have it in the left, right. You can just guess where he's gonna put it. So I don't know. It makes me wonder, would a would a Raya or a Courtois let such a thing slide in? Maybe even a De Gea, when De Gea was United's goalkeeper, would he let that in? And I just don't see it. You know, Courtois, I mean, sorry, De Gea was really good with his legs, so that would not. I mean, enough with United. I think just with United, we can just conclude that the team was just not ready for this. They went at a bad time. You know, they were just unlucky to go to City at this time. A bit more games, and maybe their chemistry and their cohesion would have been a bit more better than this, and they could have gotten a better result at the Etihad. But too bad for them. You know, the game is gone. 20, 2 L's, 4 games in 4 games doesn't look good for United. You know, but as I said again, it's not over. It's just literally the season just started, and United has a lot of potential. As I told you, just they're not lacking any quality players. The manager's a really good guy. So problem is there's no cohesion between this team. A lot of mistakes. It reminds me of the Arsenal team during the lockdown. We were just so shitty, man. Oh my god. Anyway, just that just brings bad memories. Let's not talk